Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the rich and storied past of Manchester United Football Club. One of the most successful and iconic teams in world football. With a history spanning over a century, this club has seen triumphs, tragedies, and some of the greatest players ever to grace the game. Today, we'll take a journey through the remarkable history of Manchester United and what has made them one of football's giants. Humble beginnings. It all started back in 1878. The club we now know as Manchester United was originally founded as Newton Heath LYR Football Club by workers of the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. They played in the lower leagues of English football, struggling to establish themselves financially and on the pitch. By 1902, the club was on the verge of bankruptcy. But a group of local businessmen, led by John Henry Davies, stepped in to save the team. That year, the club was officially renamed Manchester United, signaling a fresh start and new ambitions. Early success. Manchester United's first taste of success came in the early 20th century. Under the management of Ernest Mangnall, United won their first ever Football League title in 1908. The club followed this up with an FA Cup triumph in 1909, solidifying their place among England's elite teams. United's growing success led to the opening of Old Trafford in 1910, which would go on to become one of the most famous stadiums in world football. Post-war struggles and rebuilding. After a period of struggle, including the impact of World War II, Manchester United's fortunes changed with the appointment of Matt Busby as manager in 1945. Busby's vision and innovative tactics transformed the club into a force once again. Busby's faith in young players gave rise to the legendary Busby Babes, a team filled with youthful talent that dominated English football in the 1950s. United won league titles in 1952, 1956, and 1957, and the club was on the verge of European glory. The Munic Air Disaster, 1958. But tragedy struck on February 6, 1958. The Munic Air Disaster claimed the lives of 23 people, including 8 Manchester United players. The world mourned the loss of one of the brightest teams in football. European glory, 1968. A decade after the Munich disaster, Matt Busby's rebuilt team achieved what many thought was impossible. In 1968, Manchester United became the first English club to win the European Cup, defeating Benfica 4-1 at Wembley. With stars like George Best, Bobby Charlton, and Dennis Law, this United team cemented its place in football history. The Ferguson era, Domination and Dynasty, 1986 to 2013. In 1986, Manchester United appointed a Scottish manager by the name of Alex Ferguson. At first, things were tough, and Ferguson faced immense pressure. But in 1990, United won the FA Cup. And from there, the Ferguson era truly began. Under Ferguson, Manchester United became the dominant force in English football. The club won 13 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups, 2 UEFA Champions League titles, and countless other honours. Ferguson's ability to rebuild the team over different eras while maintaining their status at the top was unmatched. One of Ferguson's greatest achievements was developing young talent. The famous Class of '92, featuring legends like Ryan Giggs, David Beckham, Paul Scholes, Gary Neville, and others, formed the backbone of United's success in the 1990s. In 1999, Manchester United completed the historic treble, winning the Premier League, FA Cup, and UEFA Champions League in the same season. When Ferguson retired in 2013, he left behind a legacy of unmatched success, and Manchester United stood as one of the most decorated football clubs in the world. FA Cup victories. While United have won the 1909, 1948, 1963, 1977, 1983, 1985, 1990, 1994, 1996, 1999, 2004, and 2016 FA Cup. The legacy of Manchester United. Manchester United's history is filled with triumphs, tragedies, and moments of brilliance. From their humble beginnings as Newton Heath to their status as a global football powerhouse, the Red Devils have created a legacy of passion, perseverance, and excellence. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Manchester United's incredible history. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your favorite Manchester United moment.